I didn't even know this part of the internet existed. I had been so bombarded by all this white people suck, white guilt from so many different sources in the media that I didn't know this place was even out there. It seemed like a mythical land. Well, if we look at some of the comments here on the Mark Guy's YouTube channel, stop putting 13% of the population in 95% of the commercials. It's ridiculous. The 13%, of course, referring to black people, the population overall in America. Who else is tired of seeing commercials with a white woman with a black man? 3.8 thousand upvotes. The black women literally wear white women's hair glued to their scalp. Give me a break. Another one. Nothing racist about knowing who your real daddy is. I love being white. Black fragility. Being white is wonderful. So they have black folk represent 85% of the commercials. Just weird. The one that cracks me up, the camping commercials. So anyway, he has this video here. You kind of get an idea of what is it about here. He kind of has whatever they are, against the black fatigue, but I notice in a lot of the videos it goes off. We'll start it up here.
Move over American Eagle jeans, a new ad campaign from a company in a completely different sector has upset.
Now, just as another point, of course they will say the comments are racist. Oh, look at racist. And I go on the black people Twitter, I think is what it's called on Reddit, black people Twitter. And I see some of the most hateful, racist spewage of all time put on there, and it's just celebrated all the same. So you get many different camps.
Set the same liberal lunatics online for mentioning the G word in their ad, genetics. An ad from Dunkin', formerly Dunkin' Donuts. They rebranded back in like 2019 to try to distance themselves from people thinking they were just a donut shop, trying to compete with Starbucks as a coffee shop. And so they have this new ad, which is facing backlash.
Well, I love that all this started off due to Sydney Sweeney's glorious white tits. I mean, if that's not the best way to begin a revolution.
Over a genetics reference. This one featuring an actor named Gavin Casalegno, or however you pronounce his name, who happens to be of Italian descent, which is why he makes this little reference that everybody is, well, not everybody, the mentally unstable among us, which are millions and millions of people, are upset about.
Look, I didn't ask to be the king of summer. It just kind of happened. This tan? Genetics. I just got my color analysis back. Guess what? Golden summer. Literally. I can't help it. Every time I drink a Dunkin' Golden Hour refresher, it's like the sun just finds me. So if sipping these refreshers makes me the king of summer, guilty as charged.
They should jail him.
People understood that when he said his tan was the result of genetics, he was referencing his ethnic or racial background, because obviously the different ethnicities and racial groups have varying different colors of skin tone, including those who are of Southern Italian origin, which is him, which have a slightly darker or an almost natural-looking tan to their skin. But since we're living in the Twilight Zone Idiocracy crossover, now anytime a BIPOC...
You just know what's coming. You just know it. Finger up. You can almost smell the sass through the screen.
A black, indigenous, or person of color who's been infected with wokeism or the liberal pathogen hears the word genetics. Now they fly into a rage, as if you shouted the little N-word at them.
So I get American Eagle's excuse. They can always get by saying, oh, you know, we're just saying jeans and jeans. Ha ha ha, little pun. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, because get it, good jeans equal beautiful women.
Yeah, sure. What's Dunkin's excuse? Because as far as I know, they're just using jeans to sell a drink, not even jeans to sell jeans. So what is it? A golden drink, which then points to golden skin, which they perceive as a physical manifestation of having good genes. So we have to do like 2 or 3 extra steps when it comes to getting to the bottom of why the genes were even mentioned here. Eugenics. And if it were...
Now, is it retarded? I think it is retarded here. Good genes. Okay, a white person can have good genes. Mexican can have good genes. Black person can have good genes. You can all have good genes, right? You could be from the same sector and have bad genes. You could be of the same race with good or bad genes. I mean, it goes across. Just because the one white guy happened to say he has good genes doesn't mean he's putting down any other category. So you have to be of a liberal mindset of weak, waiting to be offended, brain power here. Hearing anybody compliment themselves, oh, God, they must be saying something bad about me. I gotta go and make a video about it.
Or insidious enough, even for American Eagle, the White House just came out and basically said, this is why we were elected. Y'all keep talking all that liberal stuff, and no one wants to hear that. Basically confirming what we've all been saying. The dogs are only barking because that whistle has been blown.
That's right, it's a racist dog whistle in order to sell jeans and coffee to white people. And they would have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for you pesky TikTokers poking your nose around where it doesn't belong.
We know you people can't help it. You've been terrorizing people who don't look like you for centuries. We know you're a bunch of sociopaths.
I mean, come on.
Remind us. We have the Sweeney American.
What did she say here? Listen to this.
But you've been terrorizing people who don't look like you for centuries.
I'm telling you, when they have the mindset, imagine you sit around and you see a commercial and you immediately think, God, this white guy talking about his tan and drinking some coffee or whatever it is in the sun. Why? Racist son of a... You have to... I guess the good thing about being a victim of that nature is that when you are so victimy, I always wonder what's that like when you are living day to day. Because no matter what situation you encounter, the superpower is being able to craft yourself into the victim. Could be perfectly innocent. But no, you hear that and immediately you want to, your brain, like one of those genius scientists that can solve an equation right away. You see a perfectly innocent, innocuous circumstance here, ad or whatever it is, and your brain, in a split second, I'm the victim because, white, and I'm black. Oh.
We know you're a bunch of sociopaths. You don't have to remind us. We have the Sweeney American Eagle ad campaign that is using a double entendre on the word jeans and jeans with a blonde hair, blue-eyed white woman in a time where racism and fascism is on the rise. The MAGA movement is on the rise at a time when our president had Elon Musk on the stage at the inauguration.
I wonder.
A Yahtzee salute.
Do they consider now to be one of the more racist times that was when black people were actually enslaved in America? Like, do they think it has improved or gotten worse over time because there's an ad selling blue jeans and coffee with a white person?
And the Dunkin'...
That's the TikTok slogan so that they don't have the AI system flag one of their videos for using negative keywords. The Yahtzee salute now is what they say.
Donuts marketing team said, let's try and make our donut commercial about genetics. And let's have an all-American looking guy with blue eyes be the messenger. Their marketing team is definitely like that one person that's like, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. I already didn't go to Dunkin' Donuts, but I'm definitely not going now. They're on some broke bitch rage bait behavior.
I'm sure they're really going to be disappointed, but have fun hanging out at the Waffle House.
Did they say
My question
woke?
is,
Broke bitch rage bait. Not touching you. I already didn't go to Dunkin' Donuts, but I'm definitely not going now. They're on some broke bitch rage bait behavior.
Broke.
I'm sure they're really going to be disappointed, but have fun hanging out at the Waffle House.
my question is, Dunkin' Donuts, you randomly use genetics when you're speaking of a drink. I call that rage bait. I call that race bait. Them knowing that this commercial or these commercials are gonna start controversy online, they say, let's do it like that. The more they talk about us, the more we sell. And even if they're mad, we still win in the end because people are gonna come to.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Supposedly the fellow here in the video here got his a tag still on his hat. But anyway, he says they're doing it for race bait, for clicks, for publicity. And instead of just ignoring that, he has to go and make a video about it and further perpetuate sharing. I tell you, the the rage, the hatred, the bitterness is a form of entertainment. It certainly is a form of entertainment. These people, they don't play video games, don't watch the TV too much. They like to make videos about how angry and mad they are over other people. I would never do that. I would never, God damn it, I would never do that. I don't want to be accused of doing that either. Got it? When in reality, what are the old gifts they used to put up online? Don't feed the trolls. Well, he's there lobbing all kinds of bait and shoving steaks and things down the gullet here.
To a American Eagle, or people are going to continue to eat.
If that's the case, then you, sir, are just helping them. Haven't you ever heard you're not supposed to feed the trolls?
That's what it
Imagine
is.
how scrambled your brain has to be from watching BET and World Star Hip Hop that you think dressing like this with a gold grill makes you look cool. This dude on TikTok, Andre Williams, I'm sure captures how we all feel about people like this. Although I can't say it otherwise, a certain group of people will fly into a violent rage because they have impulse control issues, as I'm sure we all know. But take it away, Andre.
We have a nigga problem in the black community. Nigga culture and nigga identity is extremely destructive to the image and representation of black people.
That's right, sir, but sadly the mainstream conservative media in this country and the right-wing Republican activist organizations are a bunch of cowards because people like Andre Williams and Carmen J.
Isn't it kind of weird on here? I don't know, is it the AI doing it or not, that if you're a black person on the social media here, they can say the N-word here, fine, and shit, AI, let them go. White person says it, gets flagged on there. Is that how it works?
AC really should be the headline speakers at Turning Point USA events and CPAC, but when have you ever heard any of their speakers utter such bold truths like this?
Let's talk about niggas, because we're all tired of them.
Yeah.
Niggas is not a way to describe someone and how they look and their skin tone. It is a way to describe a certain type of behavior that is coming from a certain group of people. Everybody in the country is tired of the nigga behavior, and they're tired of having to walk on eggshells in their own country and act like, oh, but little nigga gonna feel some type of way about me saying this or me doing this or me just being myself, me being proud and white. Gotta worry about what the little niggas say.
That's right, and if the liberal lunatics, the self-hating whites, and those with black fragility weren't already upset enough about Sydney Sweeney, now it turns out, and looking back on this should have been obvious, that she is a registered Republican. And since we are living in the idiocracy twilight zone, a member of the White House press pool thought it was important enough to ask President Trump about.
Actress Sydney Sweeney came out this weekend that she was a registered Republican. Any thoughts on that?
That who was?
Sydney Sweeney. She's like a very hot actress right now.
She's a registered Republican?
Very hot actress.
Oh, now I love her ad. Is that right? Is Sydney Sweeney? You'd be surprised at how many people are Republicans.
Yeah, it's usually the celebrities who actually don't talk about politics. Right? And because she is a beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman with some natural double D assets on top of it, now she is enemy number one by those infected with the...
Now, you're going to know the left-wingers are going to say why Trump likes Sydney Sweeney. That whole new thing of the Trump-Epstein thing going around here, I see that's everywhere on Reddit and Talk or anywhere else seems to be the only thing they like to talk about now. They could go out from one, you couldn't, supposedly the problems he had a few weeks ago have not been resolved, but they've just been forgotten. They've been forgotten. So the people move from one little, what about this? What about this? Oh, we got this. And nothing ever gets resolved and they just forget about it and go to the next thing.
The liberal pathogen.
This might be a hot take, but Sydney Sweeney is the new racist dog whistle. If you don't know, a dog whistle is a term or some sort of
I love how she has to define dog whistle. Who doesn't know what a dog whistle is, you moron?
descriptive that is meant to invoke.
She even cut the definition from Wikipedia.
Images of something racist without explicitly saying that, like 88 or Elon Musk's weird salute that he did.
Now, I don't know if I have seen this woman before or I've just seen her, if you know what I'm referring to. They look so common. Maybe it's the filters with it as well, but maybe it's the attitude on the face here, the tenseness, the little slant of the jaw.
I'm not talking about this being a temporary thing like a lot of trends are. This is going to be permanent. It has been adopted by the far right and by white supremacists. She is their new icon, which means she represents them in a way. They've literally created a meme coin off of her, and there are a lot of people retweeting, oh, finally, we are so back. America is so back.
Yeah, we are. Or at least we're trying. I mean,
So, because of the clothes ad, jeans, now they latch onto her. Wasn't it a little while ago there was that one white lady in the park yelling out the N-word at that guy with the kid, yelling out at the kid or something, and then she got the bunch of money donated to her on the GoFundMe or whatever it was. And I mean, they consider this as bad as that? Cindy, little hot white ass girl does a jeans commercial, and all of a sudden that is even worse than someone yelling racial slurs at a toddler in the park all of a sudden.
I mean, the Democrats, have almost completely ruined America, but we're doing the best we can to restore it. And us normal people are going to have a good time doing that. 'Cause I know that I am not the only one who is enjoying these delicious BIPOC tears.
It is so difficult to grow up as a person of color, specifically a woman, and view yourself as beautiful in any sense of the word growing up in this country. I remember growing up in a predominantly white community, wishing myself out of this body, out of this culture, take my name, if it meant that I could wake up blonde-haired and blue-eyed, never having to explain who I am or worry about being accepted.
Imagine being so brain dead as a woman of color that you can't even fathom yourself being even remotely beautiful because you're not blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and white. Have you ever heard of Beyonce, who for the last 25 years has been widely considered one of the most beautiful women in America, who even the most stringent anti-race mixers would probably not be able to resist. And it turns out that Sydney...
That's what I'm saying here. You can be one race, good genes, bad genes, within the same race. It doesn't have anything to do with the overall race, does it? Some people would disagree. Maybe those might be a little more the racist terms, but...
Sweeney is an all-American girl and has an old TikTok account from a few years ago she hasn't posted to in a while, with almost 2 million followers, called Sid's Garage, which shows her working on classic cars.
Welcome back to Sid's Garage. I'm going to be doing some maintenance on my vintage Mustang.
The Republicans are going to love this here. They are absolutely going to love it. Sydney in the garage working on some classic cars. Man, if that doesn't raise her stock up, they could just put a nice little mechanic outfit on there, one of those little kind of rap video ones with a little crop top jeans. There could be some more jeans ads coming up in here. Just have a slide out from underneath it. But anyway...
her vintage Mustang, and I think she grew up in Idaho somewhere.
Join me.
And the anti-whiteism that the Sydney Sweeney ad has caused to supercharge is resulting in a lot of white people, particularly some very beautiful white women, standing up and proclaiming that they're proud to be white, something that you never would have seen just a few years ago. This from a turning...
That's true. They would have been canceled, shut down, you name it. I always see the brown pride, black pride, and out there in the streets, tattooed on the vehicles, you name it. It was all over the place. And if you saw any kind of white pride, oh, Nazi, oh, what's that guy doing? Oh, kind of questionable that it only works in the one direction. So now I guess the white people, well, can I say that? The white people are now reclaiming some of their pride with it. And it doesn't make it racist, does it? If every other group can do it, but then the white people can't. That kind of seems almost a form of racism itself. So I guess we'll base it on the reaction here. It's okay to be white, the video says, by the way. Is it? A lot of people now would say no.
Point USA ambassador who posted on Twitter, it's okay to be white, by the way. Something that you would never see any of these conservative Inc. types say, because the Jewish ADL has deemed that phrase to be a white supremacist slogan. Anybody who's been following the online news for the last 5 years or so, 10 years, is aware of the It's Okay to Be White flyer campaign. But now, conservative ink types are proudly proclaiming it. I mean, what's next? Are some white girls going to start posting selfies of themselves, throwing up Nazi salutes, or wearing swastikas? Oh, wait, what's this? This one asks, do you guys like my pen? And this is not a photoshopped image, by the way. This is a real photo. This is a real girl. It's not a fake account. This one is so fed up with anti-whiteism, she says that she will never date another non-Nazi again. So White Girl Summer is in full effect. And Sydney Thomas also...
Now, obviously, I think these people are doing a little bit of the rage bait, of course. They are trying to rile up, ruffle some feathers, and it works because, look, they ride the wave. There's a wave coming in where they can get on top of it. They are white. They can get on top, just like when some crime beating was perpetrated against black people, and you get the old Reverend Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and whoever else. They come jump on top of that wave and get some name, get some status boosted because of it. So I don't have a problem with these little white ladies getting trying to boost the social media on here. I don't really take them beyond anything at face value. I mean, she is definitely putting some attributes out on display there, we'll say, in this video. On that picture, I love my jeans. I don't think anybody even sees she's wearing jeans.
Just entered the ring. If you don't know who she is, this is what an idiocracy we're living in. She was a ring girl during the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight, too. Everybody noticed because, well, she has some absolutely fantastic natural assets, not to mention blonde hair and blue eyes. Well, I would say is far more hotter than Sydney Sweeney. She just posted this on social media saying that she, too, loves her jeans. Well, don't we all? And if you like your jeans, or you just like white people, whether you are one or you're one of my many BIPOC fans, then you may want to buy your I Love White People shirt from my online store, markdice.com, or click the link in the description below.
Same thing old Mark's doing here. Look, he's got the white people shirt here because he knows people are getting fed up with it, so they want to push back and wear the stuff that shows pride, not really even for themselves. See, people wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for the other side putting them down. See, that's what you got to realize. It is a cause and effect kind of situation going on here, where they push, so the other side pushes back by wearing these shirts and things. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say on it for now. Will I be wearing the shirt? I don't think I need to wear the shirt. I got this thing here. Maybe you can go and get my Ghostmas Pass t-shirts here. Yeah, look at that quality. Yeah, make you look like a masculine He-Man here. Anyway, subscribe, do whatever you do, leave your hateful comments. I love reading them. I love reading the hateful ones. Nice ones, I skim them once in a while. But anyway, subscribe, like, whatever you do with this crap. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. It's been long enough. It's been long enough, goddammit. Get out of my face now. I'm out of here. Ghostmas is going out. I'm back to playing the games. I'm going to go Overwatch 2, Torbjorn main all day. Let's get it done.